Hey Raptor Nation, what is going on? This is Talk Raps with Adonde here with another video for you all. It's a very special one I'm going to be doing on this one. I'd like to send a shout out to all of my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Raptor fan out there, I appreciate it so much. You know, I try to do my best when I'm making my videos. And sometimes the words that I try to get out, it doesn't really come out smoothly. Sometimes I have trouble saying words, but I thank you so much for you supporting me, keep me going, because sometimes I get kind of depressed and stressed out sometimes doing these things. These are not scripted, right? I don't script these. I just talk what's on my mind and get my subscribers out there to, elaborate, communicate with me, and, send their opinions and their thoughts about the Raptors and as a channel that I do in this whole thing. Sometimes breaking down basketball um, knowledge and thing, it's not all the best that I can do, but basically what this channel is about is you know talking about certain things with the team and how well you think they do and how well you think they won't do and all kind of things, right? So I just want to once again shout out to those ones that supported me through the rough times, through the good times out there as a small YouTuber channel. It's gonna take a long way to get where I want to get to. I know it's going to probably take years, so I just gotta keep grinding and hopefully it pays off. And so what? And I like to also thank for the ones that watching my videos, that they understand what I'm saying. Sometimes I know they know the words I try to get out doesn't really make sense sometimes, but just to keep it entertaining for you all, um, I try to do my best, right? So with this one, I like to do a video about leadership right now with this organization. And when it comes to leader, what defines a leader in your opinion? Well, for me, it defines many other things. Someone who is willing to lead on a positive vibration, leading, setting good example, uh, making others on the team more, you know, more. So you see, this is where I get stuck on certain things, right? But you define a leader for me. Let me know. And when it comes to leader, there's two names on this Raptors team right now that us Raptor fans are considering who should lead this team this season and going forth until someone takes over their spot. And those two names are Fred Vanvleet and Pascal Siakam. Now, we could have two co-leaders, or do you think we should just have one leader of this team? Who should lead this team, right? And if you followed along with this organization from 1995 until now, we've seen leaders of this team that have come and they've gone, right? Damien Stoudemire was the first one who was drafted in the 95 draft, the first ever team for the Raptors, I should say. After that, it was Vince Carter's team, as he led the team in a few playoffs and so forth. Then it became Chris Bosh team from '04 to about '09. And then after that, DeMar DeRozan, he became the leader for this organization. Spent 9 years with the Raptors. Unfortunate things didn't end up the way we wanted it to be with DeMar DeRozan. Uh, got traded. Don't want to get into that right now, right? Kyle Lowry, who became the next leader, who we got in a trade, and we Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, when they were playing together, we considered them as two co-leaders of the team. But then Lowry took over, spent 8 seasons with the Raptors. Is it 7 or 8? I think it's 7 or 8, right? Yeah, helped us lead us to a championship along with Kawhi Leonard, who we got in a trade for DeMar DeRozan. And now Lowry's gone. Now we have Van Fleet, who we expect to be taking over this team as a leader. Or do you think Pascal Siakam should be the leader, right? And remember, past few seasons, the two of those guys, they were paid a lot of money uh, for this team to, I'm not saying to win a championship like right away, but in the future ahead, we're expecting this team to at least contend for another title, right? So, leader is something that you have to lead by example and get other guys going also. Now, I want to talk about Fred VanVleet first. Okay. So Fred VanVleet, this is remember he's undrafted around 2016. This is his sixth season with the Raptors. Okay. If you remember, he was coming off the bench in the first 2 seasons, and then after that, got some starting time after DeMar DeRozan left. And, he did help us in that game 6 against the Warriors, that championship run, especially making those big buckets in that fourth quarter of game 6, helping the Raptors to win. Right now, we're looking at this season. Okay, looking at this season, and it's 4 games in, 24 games, but there's a lot of questions to be asked about not Pascal, Fred VanVleet. Okay, and a lot of fans out there, there's some positive talk about Fred VanVleet, and there's some negative, and some of the negatives that came, especially yesterday. And looking at the game yesterday, I'm just gonna look at his stats. Okay, so yesterday, Fred VanVleet, he had 15 points, and just give me a sec here, folks. 15 points, 9 rebounds. 6 rebounds, and a career high of 17 assists. Okay, and you look at those numbers for a 6'1" guard. Those are good numbers, showing there 6 for 13 from the field. He was 1 for 4 from 3. But where it concerned me, and this is where a lot of Raptor fans were getting upset, right? Last night, he had 8 turnovers. 8 turnovers is, to me, that is too much, right? But I don't want to sit here and be criticizing and bashing Fred VanVleet for these 8 turnovers. Hey, I mean, he's human, okay? He's human, and we gotta just, understand that maybe with this team that right now, they're young, and this, as I said, it's gonna be growing pains, and there's gonna be a lot of experience to be learned from this team. And I don't know if, well, I don't think Fred VanVleet is being pressured to be a leader, right? But that's what most of us are, us fans are probably thinking, yeah, well, now because Lowry's gone, this is his team now. He's supposed to run things, right? And I get it. In his first season without Kyle Lowry, okay, and Norman Powell, traded from last year and others, this might be hard for him, right? Could be hard for him. I don't know if, you know, maybe getting more help to ease off the pressure of him being a leader will help. But yeah, so let's look back at his stats so far this season. So, as I said, it's only 4 games. Okay, it's only 4 games. Right now he's averaging. This is his averages. So 38.3 minutes per game. He's averaging 14.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds. Because I mean, as a 6'1", he's not gonna out rebound a lot of big guys out there, right? Um, let's see here. Assists per game's 8.8, not too shabby. Steals, he's averaging 2. And as I talk about the turnovers per game, he's averaging 4.5. And, the 8 coming from yesterday, which kind of hurts his stats right now. So far, okay, let's see. His 3 point, now where's his threes now? Where is his threes? Okay, here we go. Now, this is another concern with me with Fred VanVleet so far. So he's attempted 27 threes so far in the 4 games, and he's only made 6 of those. Right? And those are not good numbers. Those are not good numbers. So, sometimes when I watch Fred VanVleet, especially last night against the Bulls, there was a play where he rushing down the court, and I've seen him do this a lot of times. You can correct me if I'm wrong or not. He rushes down the court and without using some of the clock, jacks up a 3 from beyond, way beyond the arc sometimes. And especially last night where the Raptors were going on that run, when they were cutting down the Bulls' lead. When I saw he did that, I'm like, that to me that was not necessary. That wasn't necessary, right? Sometimes the decisions he makes sometimes kind of puzzle me. And if you're gonna be a leader, you gotta be more more thinkable and what to do. Like use some of the clock. You know, it would help, right? 0.222 percentage right there. Okay. So far this season, in the 4 games, he has scored 58 points, 18 rebounds. He has 35 assists. Remember, 17 of those, which is a career high. Uh, yesterday. So 35 assists and 18 turnovers, and 8 of those coming from last night. So, I mean, is he a leader? Who knows, right? My guess is good as yours. Now, for Pascal Siakam, Pascal, look here, he hasn't played a game yet. Okay? So, when he comes back in the lineup, which is supposed to be in November, right? That's what the rumors are saying. The go-to guy, the go-to member of this team should be in closing, like the game's on the line. The Raptors are down by 2 with 0.7 seconds to go. You have the ball, you inbound the ball. Who's your go-to guy? Get to the rim or try to get, game-winning three. Well, to me, it's got to be Pascal. It's got to be Pascal. Now, the Raptors do have options. They have Pascal and they do have OG Anunoby too. And I was going to say OG Anunoby to be another part of this leadership on the Raptors, but I didn't want to put his name on this list for many reasons. But for Pascal Siakam, especially in that bubble where he was supposed to be the go-to guy and, failed some of the times. And last year, still being in Florida, I think he didn't really like the whole go-to thing. But now it's time for him to shine. Time for Pascal to shine in this situation, uh, to be a go-to guy and to be a leader also with this team, along with Fred VanVleet, two co-leaders like we did with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. Uh, I don't think it hurts. To me personally, I don't think it really hurts in this situation to have two co-leaders, right? So you could have Fred VanVleet, leading this team and Siakam as your go-to guy to, if the game's on the line, right? Finish off games and win it for the Raptors. So, with that being said, that's going to wrap it up for me with this one here. This is Talk Raps with Adonde, and I will see you after tomorrow night as the Raptors do take on the Indiana Pacers, who they are struggling also. I believe they are 1-4 or let's just look at let's look at the Pacers record. They are, oh, well, why doesn't it show here? Oh, no, they're 1-3. Yeah, they're 1-3, just like the Raptors. And in this game, something's gonna give. Something's got to give. Raptors are 0-3 at home. Pacers are 0-2 on the road. So someone's gonna win there first, right? I mean, not there first. Someone's gonna either win, um, on the road, which is the Pacers, or do the Raptors win at home? That's what I'm trying to get at. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just I'm trying here, folks. I'm trying. All right. Take care. Thank you for watching. See you another time. See you after Wednesday night.